Scroll 1. The Gospel of Glitter. At first, it felt like a miracle. In the early 2000s, teenagers across America stepped into glowing malls and found themselves under the spell of something bigger than retail. They didn't just shop at Forever 21, they believed in it. The music jumping, the shelves overflowed, and young people had many clothing choices. And at the bottom of every yellow shopping bag, a Bible verse printed in small type whispered, John 3:16. It was fashion baptized in faith and wrapped in glitter. But while customers sifted through $7 miniskirts and $5 tank tops, few paused to ask, how could clothes be this cheap? And who exactly was paying the real price? The answer would take years to unravel. And when it did, the truth was darker than any bargain bin could hide. Scroll 2. Immigrant hustle and holy ambition. Forever 21 didn't begin as a global empire. It began as a 900 square foot boutique in Los Angeles called Fashion 21. Opened in 1984 by a South Korean immigrant couple, Do-won Don Chang and Jin Suk Chang. The Changs weren't designers or luxury insiders. Don worked as a janitor, pumped gas, and served coffee before opening their first store. But what they lacked in fashion pedigree, they made up for with two things: relentless hustle and unshakable faith. They stocked their store with trendy but inexpensive apparel targeted at LA's growing Korean-American community. In just a year, they had 4 stores. Fashion 21 became Forever 21, and the Changs believed their success came from divine guidance. By the early 2000s, Forever 21 was opening a new store every 6 months. By 2015, they had nearly 800 locations in over 50 countries. Their flagship stores, often in prime real estate vacated by bankrupt department chains, became cathedrals of fast fashion. At the peak, Forever 21 was valued at over $4 billion. Don Chang declared that God gave him the vision. Shoppers gave him everything else. Scroll 3. The seduction of fast fashion. Forever 21 mastered the fast fashion formula. Ultra-trendy styles, mass-produced at breakneck speed, sold at rock-bottom prices. New clothes arrived in stores every few days. Designs were plucked straight from runways, influencers, or pop stars and knocked off before the original could even make headlines. Forever 21 promised teenage girls they could look rich, cool, and effortless without ever repeating an outfit. But behind the style revolution was a system that ran on speed, secrecy, and corners cut. Factories overseas churned out shipments, sometimes in unsafe conditions. Domestically, Forever 21 quietly used Southern California garment factories, where labor violations were rampant. According to multiple investigations by the US Department of Labor between 2016 and 2018, contractors for Forever 21 were paying workers as little as $4 an hour, far below California's minimum wage. These violations weren't flukes, they were systemic. In many cases, workers, often undocumented immigrants, were paid by the piece, earning just cents per garment in sweltering, poorly ventilated buildings. The company claimed plausible deniability, insisting it didn't own the factories. But under federal scrutiny, Forever 21 was named directly in investigations and pressured to improve oversight. The outcome? Some suppliers were fined, others were shut down. But Forever 21 continued doing business the same way, benefiting from a labor system built on quiet exploitation. The Los Angeles Times described the company's labor model as one that operated in the shadows, behind storefronts beaming with fluorescent light. Beneath the sparkle, a darker factory line kept the brand alive. Scroll 4. Imitation as business model. Forever 21 didn't just copy trends, they copied designs. And that came with a price. The company was sued more than 50 times for intellectual property theft. Designers accused the brand of lifting prints, silhouettes, and slogans from both high fashion and independent creators. Brands like Gucci, Puma, Adidas, and Anna Sui dragged Forever 21 into courtrooms. In 2017, Adidas sued for trademark infringement over the use of its iconic 3-stripe design. Most of these lawsuits were settled out of court for undisclosed amounts, but some leaked. In a suit filed by Travata, an indie label, Forever 21 was ordered to pay a reported $775,000 in damages. Others, like Diane von Furstenberg and Anthropologie's parent company, Urban Outfitters, filed repeated claims across the years, suggesting the company saw settlements as a cost of doing business. Behind the scenes, employees alleged that copying wasn't accidental, it was strategic. Former designers and buyers described a tier sheet system where garments were dissected, replicated, and sent into production at lightning speed. The legal risks were baked into the margins. Faster than a lawyer could draft a cease and desist, the knockoff was already sold. The Changs maintained plausible innocence. In public, they denied intentional theft. In court, they avoided admission of guilt. But to many, it was clear Forever 21 wasn't innovating, it was replicating. Was this business brilliance or design piracy dressed in denim? Scroll 5. Too big, too fast. Forever 21's success became its sickness. What began as tight, efficient expansion spiraled into overreach. The company gobbled up massive retail spaces, many of them former Sears or Mervyn's locations, turning them into Forever 21 megastores. In doing so, it racked up exorbitant lease obligations, often paying millions in rent annually for stores that couldn't turn a profit. By 2019, Forever 21 owed over $3 million to landlords alone. The company opened stores in Canada, the Middle East, Asia, and Europe. Many of them launched without thorough market research or localized strategy. The result? Stores in Tokyo and London that hemorrhaged cash while failing to connect with local customers. It also launched spin-offs like 21 Men, Love 21, Forever 21 Girls, and even a home decor line called F21 Red. Many of these concepts failed to generate buzz or revenue. Executives who questioned these diversifications were often sidelined in favor of family members, who held key roles despite lacking fashion or retail backgrounds. One former executive told Bloomberg, "There were no data-driven decisions. It was all gut instinct and family control." Internally, employees described a culture of confusion and burnout. Inventory systems were outdated. Merchandising strategies changed weekly. Communication between headquarters and stores was disjointed, leaving store managers scrambling to implement directives without clear guidance. As Forever 21 expanded, its leadership remained a tight-knit circle. Critics called it a mum-and-pop operation, operating on a global scale, with none of the infrastructure needed to sustain it. And yet, no one pulled the brakes. Because to the Changs, growth was a divine mandate. Downsizing was not an option, until it was forced upon them. Scroll 6. The fall begins. By 2018, the fashion world had shifted, and Forever 21 hadn't. Online retailers like Fashion Nova and Shein began stealing Forever 21's thunder. Their speed was unmatched, their prices were lower, and their social media game was lethal. Forever 21's mall-based model was crumbling. Millennials and Gen Zs weren't going to the mall. They were shopping online, influenced by TikTok hauls, not mall mannequins. In 2019, Forever 21 filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Hundreds of stores closed. Thousands of employees were laid off. The Changs, once fashion royalty, lost control of the company. It was sold to a consortium including Authentic Brands Group, the same conglomerate that scavenges distressed retail icons. Forever 21 was no longer a fashion empire. It was just another fallen mall ghost. Scroll 7. Echoes in the Mall. April 30th, 2025 will be the last day. Forever 21 will linger in faded corners of dying shopping centres. New signs had appeared, promising a rebrand, but the heart is gone. The brand had tried collaborations with influencers, entered the metaverse, even toyed with AI-generated campaigns. But none of it recaptures the original magic or masks the damage done. Behind the yellow bags and glittery crop tops lies a story of ambition untempered by ethics, of faith used to bless exploitation, and of a company that forgot why it began. The gospel of glitter came with a price, and now the music has stopped. Scroll 8. Lessons in Collapse Forever. 21 is more than a story about clothes. It's a blueprint for how ambition, unchecked, can devour the very empire it builds. It showed us that speed without strategy collapses under its own momentum. That cheap doesn't come free. And that branding, no matter how loud, cannot drown out systemic flaws. It revealed how a company can wrap itself in faith and family while outsourcing its ethics. How visionary leadership can become blind to its own myth. But above all, Forever 21's fall reminds us that consumer culture is only as durable as the values behind it. The pursuit of more stores, more styles, more sales, without accountability, leaves behind only hollow storefronts and unpaid debts. The same fast fashion machine that launched Forever 21 is still churning. Other names have replaced it. Shein, Boohoo, Temu, faster, cheaper, louder. But the story remains the same. What you wear has a price, and someone somewhere is still paying it. Forever 21 collapsed under the weight of its ambition. But a new empire rose from its ashes, faster, cheaper, and infinitely more powerful. Click to uncover the darker story behind Shein. This is Ledger of Lies.